Good evening. Good evening and a very warm welcome to all of you. We are extremely delighted to welcome all of you to the interactive meeting on exploring business opportunities with Iran, which we are doing it in association with the Consulate General of Islamic Republic of Iran in Hyderabad. So, sir, we always take a lot of pride in organizing meeting with your good offices, and we have seen the turnout is always great. On behalf of the Federation of Telangana Chamber of Commerce and Industry, I, Khyati Naravne, CEO, welcome each one of you to this meeting. I know that today we have a few members and a few non-members as well. So, welcome to you all. And we, as a FTCCI, a 105-year-old apex chamber, we organize a lot of meetings, events, conferences, all for the betterment of the industry. And organizing such kind of events with the diplomats, I think, are always an added advantage, because that's where we always tell them that they have to look at newer markets, and this is one area which they should definitely consider. If you have a product and a service, you should go beyond Telangana, beyond India, and look at international markets. We would also like to show a short film of FTCCI, Your Excellency, especially to you because you're visiting us for the first time, which will give you an overview of what FTCCI is and our legacy of 105 years.
1917, the year when a dedicated organization, the Deccan Chamber of Commerce, was formed to encourage trade and commerce activities. The historical journey of the organization has witnessed great transformation as per the changing needs of the industry and businesses. The Federation of Telangana Chambers of Commerce and Industry, FTCCI, a legacy of excellence, voice of the industry, representing interests of over 25,000 businesses of all sizes, sectors and regions, is empowering industry and trade of Telangana state. A world leader in pharma, a global hub for vaccine, home to all major MNCs, leader in IT exports, and emerging first stop of India. FTCCI advocates a pro-business environment, caters to the needs of MSMEs, budding entrepreneurs, and traders through its advisory services in taxation, market information, industry-related issues, B2B connection. The Chamber has its nominees in the state-level advisory committees to help drive business productivity. FTCCI aids in providing certificate of origin for exporters, issues visa recommendation for business travels. The Federation imparts job skills through its dedicated skill center. It has adopted 14 government ITIs to improve the employability of students. With a uniquely global perspective, the FTCCI events reach a highly engaged audience, policymakers and stakeholders aiming towards Atmanirbhar Bharat.
FTCCI to work with government, tell us and guide us कि हम लोग क्या कर सकते हैं to remain competitive, to remain better than our competition. FTCCI for joining us, and I thank the office bearers of FTCCI for inviting me. Jai Telangana, Jai Hind.
Come and be a part of this dynamic and proactive organization. Together, let's realize the vision for a progressive future.
Thank you so much. I now invite the dignitaries onto the dais. I request President Mr. Anil Agarwal to please accompany His Excellency Dr. Iraj Elahi, Ambassador of the Islamic Republic of Iran to India, Mr. Chakravarti, to please accompany our special guest, His Excellency Mr. Mehdi Shahrukhi, Consul General of Islamic Republic of Iran to Hyderabad. I invite the Senior Vice President, Mr. Meela Jaydev, onto the stage. Mr. Suresh Singhal, Vice President, FTCCI. Thank you. Before we begin the session, I would request President to present flowers to our chief guest and the guest of honor. Thank you. I now invite Mr. Anil Agarwal to deliver the welcome address.
Good evening. His Excellency Dr. Iraj Ilahi, Ambassador of the Islamic Republic of Iran, His Excellency Mehdi Shahrukhi, Consul General of the Islamic Republic of Iran, Hyderabad, other officials of the Consulate General, my colleagues, Mr. Meela Jaydev, Senior Vice President, Mr. Suresh Kumar Singhalji, Vice President, Mr. Chakravarti, Chair of our International Trade Committee, Managing Committee members and past presidents, participants, ladies and gentlemen, hearty welcome to you all. It is my pleasure to welcome all of you for this interactive session on exploring business opportunities with Iran. Sir, happy welcome to Hyderabad. I think this is your first trip to Hyderabad and our federation also. So, Hyderabad is city of pearls and is the newest state in the country. So, hearty welcome, sir, once again. And Your Excellency Mehdi Shahrukhi, sir, you have been there always. Recently, we have attended your National Day also. Thank you, sir. We are working very closely with the Consulate General in Hyderabad. We play an active role in promoting trade between the two countries. And we regularly organize interactive meetings. As I said, we recently attended their National Day also. We have signed several MOUs with Iran Chamber of Commerce. So many chambers are there in their country also. So we have signed MOUs with the Iran Chamber of Commerce to promote investment, social, economic, human resource development, technical and scientific cooperation. We had a meeting with, that is virtual meeting with Yaz Chamber of Commerce, and we'd like to sign an MOU with them also, sir. In the past, we have taken, I think, just 2 delegations. One with our past president, Mr. V.S. Raju, he's sitting there. And it was very fruitful. And we have entered into many business contracts with their counterparts there in Iran. In the informal discussion, His Excellency was suggesting to take a 3rd delegation to Iran. And we will take one 3rd delegation to Iran also. With Iran, we have got diplomatic relations since last 70 years. And we have collaborated on regional, international levels everywhere, and we complement each other on many issues. The bilateral relationship between India and Iran have evolved into a diverse partnership nurtured by a long-standing history of cultural, economic, and political relations that date back thousands of years. Yes, we have got relations with them since thousands of years. Persian language and our few languages are interlinked, or they have a similarity. We have been actively involved in sourcing energy like oil, natural gas from Iran. And we have been exporting pharmaceuticals, rice, tea, engineering goods to Iran. The Chabar port, which we have developed along with Iran, it is a gateway, important for us. It is a gateway and a big opportunity for doing trade with Central Asian nations. Sir, coming to Telangana. Telangana is the newest state, as I said, and it is a startup and it has become a unicorn. And we have been growing consistently, and it is one of the fastest growing state in the country. Sir, we have got a skill talent, infrastructure, it's robust infrastructure, ease of doing business is good, and we have got a good, highly efficient and a responsible state government. And sir, we also invite your delegation from Iran also, so that we can partner and work for the development of both the countries, bilateral trade between both the countries. I think with this partnership, we can achieve newer heights. And I'm confident that further trade, bilateral trade between the two countries will be expanded. So, as a federation, our cooperation is always there, sir. And we welcome you all to Telangana and federation. And as I said, we will plan a delegation to Iran also. And we request you to also bring a delegation to Telangana, Hyderabad. And our cooperation is always there. And that will strengthen the trade relations between the two countries, especially with Telangana. So, with these words, let's hear the opportunities which are available in Iran. Iran is known for having a lot of natural resources, mineral resources. Many people are there. I know a few people who are interested in natural resources. Myself, I may be interested in natural resources because my factory also needs natural resources in the form of iron ore. So, I'd like to hear from you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your warm welcome. Now I invite Mr. Chakravarti, Chair, International Trade Committee, to deliver introductory remarks.
A very good afternoon. What a great it is. Salam, Dr. Iraz Elahi, His Excellency. Salam, His Excellency Mahdi Sharaki. We are truly delighted to have you among with us. The prestigious Federation of Telangana Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and 105 and more years since it is established. Iran and India, as we are discussing off the line, actually, we are natural allies, natural friends, but for the business alone, actually, centuries, thousands of years, to be very precise. We've been together. Sanctions are no sanctions, troubles are no troubles. We have always been brothers, always been helping each other, looking at each other for something or other. And today, we are on the cusp of redefining the business relations, both at the government levels, Minister of External Affairs Ministry, and at the chambers as well. And the congregations like this will definitely help to take the journey forward in a meaningful way for the benefit of both the countries. His Excellencies, the objective of this meeting today is to interact and understand the trade and business opportunities in Iran and the support that they offer to each other for furthering the trade between the two countries, needless to say. Well, my dear friends, a big thanks to all of you. In the sultry afternoon, you all came. That shows the interest you all have. It's not like that each one of you have something in your minds. It's not just doing some trade and business, exporting something from here alone. Many of you, I know personally, wanted to import something from there, establish some relations, to begin some journey, and from various sectors, His Excellency, be it pharmaceuticals, agriculture, academics, chemicals, fertilizers, food processing, name anything. The list, the people belong to many sectors today. They are looking at you to interact with you also and to give their submissions also to you. We are going to hear from both the dignitaries, their purview, how we can take it forward. We understand that the economy of the area in which is situated is dominated by agriculture predominantly. That was modernized through establishment of farm corporations. Thanks, Vishala, by the way, you prepared. I'm not used to read, but wonderful the inputs you gave. She is the associate director for us, helping the International Trade Committee. More so, establishment of farm corporations and processing centers for agricultural products. India being a great agrarian country, there's a lot of potential for cooperation between the two countries. As President also told, the Telangana is the rice bowl of India. The highest rice production happens in India. Be it fair rice, and we are talking about fortified rice and added value rice also. We can always look into further possibilities in that sector also, apart from the pharmaceuticals, which I was mentioning to you a little earlier. The potential areas of cooperation between Iran and Telangana, which we represent here proudly, are, as I told you, pharmaceutical products, food products, sweets, dry fruits, so many actually, the mineral products, ceramic tiles, petrochemical products, and so on. Well, healthcare is also an area where today India is the healthcare tourism capital of the world. Name anything, life-saving drugs are available here. Not only that, life-saving Medicare also is available here at probably maybe a quarter of the amount what you needed to invest in Western countries. And better arrangements with the better equipment, better physicians. Name anything actually, anything in the medical, India is on the top. Many people from Western countries are also visiting here, getting their diseases cured over here and happily going back. And this is what I can ensure you. And Hyderabad is not lagging further. Here we have state-of-the-art facilities in the healthcare. The people who are pioneered the medical healthcare like Apollo group of hospitals, AAZ hospitals, cancer hospitals, so many facilities are here. Well, Iran is a major producer and exporter of oil and gas, needless to say. We have been one of the top 5 largest importers from Iran, making energy retained businesses an attractive option for investment and partnership. The country is also investing heavily in renewable energy. It plans to add 5 gigawatts of new renewable capacity by 2022. This is what. The key attractions of doing business in Iran are its large consumer market, educated workforce, we respect always, diverse economy, and I think Iran is like East and West. It's the bridge between the East and West. It carries the traditions, it carries the cultural values, it carries the ethical values. At the same time, upgrade itself to the modern elements. I think this is a big combination of both the elements. Iran tops one of the top 10 countries in the world today. So that's why we have got a lot of synergies with Iran. Well, as I told you, there's a lot of investment opportunities also for Telangana industries to Iran and Iran back to India as well. And coming to the external affairs relations, if you really ask me, just around a couple of decades ago, it was restarted. Prime Minister Vajpayee, you know very well how it all started with the agreement. That's a milestone, we can say. On the turn of the millennium, with the visit of the Prime Minister Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee in Tehran, I think it was April 2011, and wherein the two countries signed the Tehran Declaration, one of the popular declaration between India and Iran. So ever since, we had few issues as we talked about. The sanctions are one of them, and the external factors are one of them. As I told you, these are all only external factors. The hearts are always aligned. They are never dislocated. There is always a way, and this is the time we seriously think and we reset the business, reset the relations in a bigger way, pave the way for a better understanding. We cannot forget the Iran's help when during the COVID time. We really appreciate our honorable external affairs minister Jaishankar also gave in a statement that the role of Iran in facilitating India's medical assistance, especially to our friends Afghanistan, including recently His Excellency Afghanistan ambassador also here. He also acknowledged the help of the Iran in upgrading the port, Chabahar Port, which is really a milestone for Indian business connecting to the world. The upgradation of the Chabahar Port to connect to the neighboring countries also in a big boost, and Iran's role is really laudable. We are very grateful to that, Honorable Excellencies, both of you, for your country's assistance and guidance and help always to connect to the other parts of the world also. So over the several million, we are interacting, enriched each other in the fields of language, as I told you in the beginning, religion. We're always connected. We talk about, okay, the taste of the Irani chai here and there might be different, but day in, day out, typical Hyderabadi, the way we talk about our biryani, we also talk about the Irani chai. So that's in the minds of our people. Iran is always, now it's in our blood, Iran. Somehow we don't know. We talk about Irani chai and Hyderabad biryani together. Okay, the chai might taste different. So there is a connection between your country and Telangana, His Excellencies. I just wanted to reiterate, whether the religion, arts, culture, food, whatsoever, anything, traditions, today the two countries enjoy the warmth, the friendly relations and the cooperation in wide range of fields. The brief interaction we had a little before, and we felt like a family with both of you, Excellencies. We never thought you are strangers to us. So that gives us a great boost of morale also, and it gives us great strength to take the business forward, to interact with all of you. The other day we were talking about, we are writing to FTCCI, somehow the bridge was not properly aligned, but believe you me, we have a dynamic CEO, Ms. Kathy Navrane, and along with her, Ms. Veena, the Secretary General, with all the team. We always are there, and we try to begin a new era, and this should be the setting stone, His Excellencies. We strongly believe. I take my President's words. I think in the future belongs to Telangana and Iran, and we are trying to rewrite a great chapter between just not the trade. Trade happens by its own. The relations continue. This is what we firmly believe. So thank you very much to all of you, in particular, having come in this hot afternoon. And thank you very much, my President, Senior Vice President, and my incumbent President, Mr. Singhal Sahab, also for this opportunity given. And thank you all. Thank you, CEO, for this opportunity. We look forward. Thank you. Merci. Khuda Hafiz.
Thank you, sir, for setting the tone. Now I invite His Excellency Mr. Mahdi Shahrokhi, Consul General of the Islamic Republic of Iran, Hyderabad, to give his special address.
So good afternoon to everybody. I think we should leave it here. Mr. Chakravarti said whatever we wanted to say, and that was excellent, actually, a statement, speech, including all fields of relations, historic, cultural, and business opportunities. Thank you so much for good remarks. Mr. Anir Agarwal, Mr. Chakravarti, Mr. Suresh Kumar Singhal, Mr. Mila Jayadev, Ms. Khayati Naravani, FTCCI management team, brothers and sisters, it's very good to be here among you. So I see so many familiar and common faces. I'm glad to meet you again, and I see so many new faces. It's very good for me to be among you. Thank you for accepting our invitation, of course, FTCCI invitation. So I should be thankful for what we have been able to do with each other with FTCCI. Since my taking office, I think 22 months back, one of the starting of my meetings and earlier meetings was FTCCI team. So we gathered in our office and we tried to review what we have done in the past. Till now, I think it's our fourth or fifth event we are doing with each other. The good opportunity we had during our foreign minister visit to Hyderabad, which you gathered so many businessmen and entrepreneurs, what was a good sign of what Mr. Chakravarti was referring to. So our ex-ambassador was here. We had a very fruitful discussion. A delegation of Iranian MPs arrived in Hyderabad, and again there was a meeting with businessmen here at FTCCI. So I just mentioned some of the past events, that whenever we have a delegation, we have a dignitary coming to Hyderabad, then one of the pillars of our schedule and program is to have interaction with business people. So we have a very promising and beautiful history. No need to mention, you all know better than me. But I think we have to make a bridge between past, present, and future. And again, no need to mention that in modern world, you have to interact economically. So if you want to prosper, if you want to promote relations between the people. So one of the privileges I have had has been B2B meetings with some of entrepreneurs and businessmen in Hyderabad. Almost after each and every session here or there, the people came to our office and we had some meetings. Some of them have been fruitful and some of them needs to be more discovering. We have had good political relations, good grounds are there. They mentioned about Charbahar, and of course what the governments should be doing always is to facilitate the grounds. I think one agreement is on discussion between two governments. I will leave this to our ambassador, Dr. Elahi, to update us regarding the recent and last circumstances of Chabahar, as well as those agreements. Besides those measures and endeavors by governments, another pillar is people-to-people interaction. To my understanding, we need to discover opportunities in our nations. So the volume of trade between two great nations is not, to be honest, promising. So with some of smaller neighbors around us, we have the same volume of trade. And of course, if we want to be honest, we have to work harder and harder. Once I was in Turkey, one businessman came to me on my office. He was coming back from China. He was comparing Chinese businessmen with Turks, Turkish people and Iranians. He was comparing that if they are working, we are sleeping. So it's really true. We shouldn't be waiting so that the opportunities come to us. We should go and discover them. And I want to say that for this reason, I have always been inviting Indian friends to visit Iran. So there are direct flights from New Delhi and Mumbai to Tehran capital. And of course, from Hyderabad, it is possible to go to Iran via Dubai and Qatar, and it is possible. For those friends who have been in Iran will admit that it's cheap to stay in Iran. I think one night of a good hotel, 4-star hotel, will be something about $25 per night. Yes, so cheap. It's very cheap, I want to say. And other expenses will be very reasonable. I would say cheaper than India. So it's not a big challenge, it's not a big issue to go and stay in Iran for 10 days or so. And by this, you will discover the opportunities. These opportunities will not be discovered by lectures and speeches. I think you have to go and see. So one of the policies, especially since our new ambassador took office, I think in October, has been to facilitate the process of granting visa to Indian friends. So it will be so easy to get Iranian visa. You need just to apply online. Then I think it is about less than 6,000 rupees these days. And if you go by a tour, it will be possible to give you a very special visa, which is 900 rupees. So I just wanted to say that it's nothing as I told, and you can stay accommodate in hotels. I told you $25 is for a good hotel, but if you want to stay in guest house, nice and beautiful and clean, tiny guest house, it will be less than this, maybe $10 per night. So Iran enjoys very good transportation system, very beautiful highways. So it's easy to Iran to travel by road and enjoy beautiful sceneries there. We have a 4-season country, I'm sure you know about it, and we are a very well-developed country. So many friends who have been visiting Iran, comparing our infrastructure with Europe, actually. And the last thing I want to mention is about the opportunity to study in Iran. Since the situation erupted in Ukraine, I was informed that around 20,000 Indian students have been studying there, and they couldn't have stayed because of the situation. So then we came to know that around 100,000 foreign students studying in Iran. And to be honest, I didn't know about it. Okay, then I tried to discover how is the tuition fees in Iran. And I came to know that the tuition fees ranges from $3,000 to $6,000 annually. Again, it is reasonable. And I want to say that all of these colleges and universities teach in English. So for those who are craving to go and study, Iran would be a very good opportunity. So again, we will be available in our office to discuss this with you. This MBBS courses will be about 6 years, I think, and I told you that it's a reasonable price. I told you the last thing, but this is the last. Since our ambassador arrived in New Delhi, we have been really endeavored to invite ambassador to Hyderabad. And of course, His Excellency reminded me several times that plan for it to come and meet friends, brothers and sisters. So I am thankful to His Excellency. I think it is the second place. Rather than New Delhi, he's visiting. Of course, the other one was because of one delegation. This is the first trip actually to any state in India. And this is the real issue is that we feel at home here. Always brothers and sisters, starting the discussions with Irani tea and biryani as well, actually. Our ambassador today, when we are having lunch, was going to take those red parts of the rice of biryani, actually. As what I was suggesting that you should take the white part of the rice because that was too expensive. And they didn't believe until they tested, actually. But if you live here after 2 or 3 weeks, you'll get used to it and you know how tasty and beautiful is that. So thank you very much. I will give floor, I think, to our ambassador to update us of the recent developments in Iranian and Indian relations. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Excellency. You have shared your good details about the opportunities between India and Iran. Now I invite His Excellency Dr. Iraj Elahi, Ambassador of the Islamic Republic of Iran to India, to deliver the keynote address.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's indeed a great pleasure for me to be in Telangana, in Hyderabad. His Excellency, President of FTCCI, for this opportunity. Let me say one thing at the beginning of my speech. One of, or the main or most famous city of India in Iran is Hyderabad. I don't know why and how it has become most famous in Iran, even more than Delhi. Since I was a young boy, I have heard about Hyderabad and its people, its history, its warm people, its culture, and so. So it's for me a great pleasure, and I'm very happy that I'm here and have this opportunity to talk to you and hear from you. Since our main topics is exploring the opportunities of business between Iran and India, I start with this point that last week I met Deputy Minister of Business and Commerce of India. At that meeting, I said that I, as ambassador of Iran, believe that there is nothing that we as Iran need, and it is not accessible in India. Whatever we in Iran need is accessible and available here in Iran, in India. So we believe that business and economic cooperation and commercial cooperation with India is on the benefit of Iran. And meantime, at the same time, Iran has too many things which India as a rising power needs. India is at a stage of rising economically at the global level, so Iran can be a good companion for India at this stage. So we believe that Iran's economy and Indian economy are complement, and they can complete each other. Iran, as President of FTCCI said, has too many mineral resources. At the same time, India is a cultural country, has too many cultural products, pharmaceutical substance, and different industrial equipments and products, which all we need. So we should explore the ground for cooperation. Now, at the current situation, our relation has been affected by third factor, I mean sanctions. Unfortunately, sanction has affected our commercial and economic relation, but I said to the Ministry of FEA, Foreign External Affairs of India, that the number of countries who are under sanction day by day are increasing. Russia, Venezuela, Syria, Belarus, Iran, North Korea, the number is increasing. So all countries should learn how to live and survive under the sanction. And even India has been under sanction before for the nuclear issues. India was, but fortunately India has passed very successfully. So you are experienced in this issue, and the number of countries which are under sanction are increasing. So we should learn how to survive and live under sanction. And we believe that there are different ways to do our businesses. From Iranian side, we have tried to prepare the necessities or the needs of our cooperation. Now, you may be aware that the shipping line between Mumbai and Chabahar and Bandar Abbas is working. Your freight could be easily carried to the Iran without any, during a month, 2 or 3 times the ship leaves Bandar Abbas or Mumbai, and your freight will be carried easily. The visa is not issue between two countries. As His Excellency Shah Rukhi mentioned, you can easily apply e-visa, and we in Mumbai, in Delhi, will issue a visa through 1 day, not more. In very rarely, 1 day. want this. So if you compare it to the other embassy or other country, it is very easy to get visa. Another point is that we have some other needs or necessary mechanism for transfer of money. You know, SWIFT is not working now because of sanction for Iran. Now we are working and have planned and set up a mechanism for transfer of money, which is working between Iran and its counterpart. We are trying, I will introduce it to the Reserve Bank of India. I hope that if there will be eagerness, we will solve this issue too. As I mentioned, we should learn how to live and work under sanction. This mechanism has been planned, and now it is working with Russia easily by real, ruble, and other currencies. The other issue is that in the previous years, there has been a commercial committee or council between Iran and India. 2 or 3 sessions of this council has been held, and now we are working with the Ministry of Commerce of India to hold new session. And I think since Telangana has a high capacity, we can organize a separate council for commercial issues between Hyderabad and Telangana with Iran, and we will work on it. Now it's the turn of India to send a delegation to India. I try to organize the meeting or the visit of a delegation from Telangana to Iran. I promise, inshallah, we will do it in the coming months. Another issue is that, as was mentioned, Chabahar is a gateway to Central Asia. Not Chabahar only, but all ports of Iran are, and Iran as a whole is a gateway to Central Asia and Caucasus. You know, Iran has 80 million population. But if you add Afghanistan, if you add Central Asian countries to this number, and even if you add Iraq and Caucasus, it will be about 200, more than 200. So Iran and its neighbors can absorb the exceed products of India. You know, whatever India produce, Iran and its neighbors can absorb. So I propose that please see Iran as a good market for Indian products, and not only Iran, but its neighbors. So my last point is that any commercial or economic relation or cooperation needs different elements: willingness, mechanism, and issue and potentials. Now you, as businessmen and businesswomen of Telangana, are fully aware of your capacity. We should try to help you to get familiar with Iran. So capacity is available. Willingness is available in both sides. We have prepared mechanism. Now it's time to fulfill our wishes, inshallah, to increase our cooperation. Thank you. I am ready to answer or.
Thank you, sir. Your Excellency, thank you. Happy to learn that Hyderabad is more famous than Delhi in Iran. Sir, we are feeling proud and we are proud of Hyderabad. And sir, bilateral trade between two countries, there is a lot of scope. As Your Excellency Mahadi Shahrukh is also telling that at present scope is more. We are not to that level what we are expected between the two countries. We used to have a very good relations and business between the two countries were also very high. And sir, regarding the delegation, definitely we'll take one delegation and expecting a delegation from there also. And yeah.
So we are organizing an exhibition on 28, 29, 30 June on innovation and technology at HICC, at HITEX. And we will share all the details with you, but we'll be very happy if we get the technological company, especially in manufacturing sector, if they can participate for this event. June. 3 months. Yeah. We'll share the details tomorrow itself. Yeah. Yeah, thank you.
So floor is open for Q&A. Yeah, please.
Hello.
Yeah.
Very good evening to all of you, and my friend, one of my closest friend in Hyderabad, Mr. Mahadi Shahrukh is there. I got the opportunity to host him at National Institute for Micro, Small, Medium Enterprises as guest of honor just 1 year back at the International Conference on Green Energy. He was kind enough to come over there and also delivered a very beautiful speech. I am a son of Eastern India, Calcutta, and son-in-law to Telangana. And my connection with Iran started from 1980 when a beautiful footballer of Iran, Majid Beskar, came in Calcutta and played for 4 years for my club East Bengal, and he still is more popular than Messi and Ronaldo in Calcutta. So I am from the renewable energy sector background, and I have expressed my interest to His Excellency Mahadi Shahrukh, sir, that we will definitely work with the universities and research institutes of Iran on this particular vertical, and we will try to develop a center of excellence at the National Institute for Micro, Small, Medium Enterprise on energy with the support of the Consulate General of Iran and also Ambassador of the Islamic Republic of Iran. Thank you very much.
I request be specific about the question. We can take maximum questions.
Sir, good afternoon to all. And as the Excellency said that there is a trade agreement or something like that which will happen between India and Iran. I think it is in the pipeline. Now, I just wanted to ask, see, our Prime Minister is promoting the rupee payment between, say, India and Singapore has happened, then India and Mauritius and all those countries. So, is India and Iran also looking in the same lines that we can do trade between Iran and India in Indian rupees going in future to finish the dollar monopoly?
Okay. Got.
Thank you for your good question. You know, as you mentioned, the transfer of money is the main obstacle in our commercial cooperation. We are trying to, we are in fact not trying, we are in connection with RBI, Reserve Bank of India, and we try to find a way. As I mentioned, Iran has found a mechanism for transfer of money with some countries. We are passing our proposal to Indian side, maybe, and we are trying to explain how it works. It may be useful for India to get for both countries to get a result, inshallah.
So good evening. My name is Ramesh. I'm a healthcare consultant, and especially as you said, you are a rich enough of the minerals. So we are talking about the minerals for the human body. So we are manufacturing minerals and micronutrients. So what is the facility you are going to provide us if at all we are coming to Iran for the manufacturing facilities?
You know, your question is very high tech. In fact, maybe I cannot answer you, but you can come to our Consulate General, and if you need any more information, you can get there. And if they cannot answer you, they will get they will convey your question and will get explanation and will submit to you. Thank you. One more point: we have commercial attaché in our embassy, who has been in India more than 40 years. Wow. Yeah, he has been in Hyderabad, Pune, and different cities of India. He is fluent in Hindi language. So if you travel, if you had any opportunity to visit Delhi, please come to our embassy and sit with him. He is a good gentleman and will give you any answer to your any questions. Thank you.
Sir, 1 minute, we'll give you.
Good evening. I am Dr. Rao. We are into superfoods. Especially, it is a functional foods helpful to diabetics and its complications. So we made up with the cereal and snacks. Is there any scope in Iran?
You know, Iran has 80 million population. 80 million population. If you divide it into if one person to 1,000 is affected by this and needs this medicine which you are producing, it means the huge amount which we need. Besides what I mentioned, the point I mentioned, that you please do not account Iran just a country with 80 million population. Iraq, we are open border with Iraq. We are open border with Afghanistan. We have open border with Turkmenistan. So Iran, besides its neighbors, is about more than 200 million. So you please account on Iran as a good market for your products.
Good evening. My name is Girivasan. I've got my CTO, Mr. Sunil Kaushik, with me. We represent a company called Fertis. We are pioneers in agri-technology. We are the strategic partners for ENA, which is the world's largest agri-marketing platform. This is an initiative of Ministry of Agriculture, and this is the pet project of Mr. Narendra Modi. And we have been running this project for the last 7 years. And we are also the strategic partners for Government of Andhra Pradesh for their marketplace called eFarm Market, which creates market linkage from the farm to the traders. And we are also building the world's largest agri-marketing platform spanning across food production, food processing, and food services. And we are pioneers in plant nutrition also. What we'd like to know from you, His Excellency, is what are the opportunities in Iran for agri-tech and logistics technology? Thank you.
You know, what you mentioned is exactly what we need. What we need. Iran is not an industrial country. Iran, as India, is an agricultural country. So we need your modern technology, your experiences, your methods, your different products. We need your findings, and Iran is a good market for you. Please negotiate with our Consul General to we can connect you with the concerning companies and concerning people in Iran. Thank you.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mirza Mustafa Hussain Beg. I run an IT solutions company based out of Hyderabad, high-tech city. Okay, we have a couple of products of our own, which includes hospital management software, clinic management, school management, university management software. So I was exploring options to export those products. My second question is pertaining to something very different. I was exploring also options to import bitumen and gypsum. So I wanted to know whether do we have any sanctions for these products in getting it directly from Iran, or do we need to get it via Dubai? That's all. That's it. Thank you.
Bitumen is under sanction. Bitumen is under sanction. You can import it via third country, but other products, no. Gypsum is not under sanction. You can easily, now one of the items of imports of India from Iran is gypsum.
Sure. Thank you.
I thank His Excellency Shoraki for touching educational field. Yes, there are many Iranian students are here. There is one program in JNTU, Hyderabad, the School of Management. So half the students are Indians, half the students are Iranians. 1 year they study here, the next year they study in Iran. Thus, I have conducted my programs there for both people. What about the opportunities for the trainers speaking in English in Iran?
Iranian people are not fluent as Indian in English.
I'm afraid, Sanyasra Garu, if somebody knows Persian and English together, they will have wonderful opportunities. Just English doesn't help. This is my opinion.
But I think that you can easily connect with other people. There are too many words, common words between Hindi and Persian language.
Yeah. It's not only for other languages.
Yeah, of course, sir. Only for that.
Very good afternoon, Your Excellencies, dignitaries of FTCCI and all the members here. In fact, I was about to ask the question and Your Excellency Lahi answered it. It's about the spoken English. I'm into corporate consultancy. I do skill enhancement programs. So I was just thinking if there's any opportunity for me as an individual to develop the skills of people out there. Thank you so much.
You know, the young people in Iran are familiar with English, and in recent years, the Chinese also is very popular in Iran. You know, China, and this is the point which I need to mention this. You know, China is a main counterpart of Iran. So people try to learn Chinese to be able to communicate, to work, to cooperate with Chinese company. I believe that since our main approach, our strategy is a balanced approach toward Asia, please, and I hope that we will see more Indian company in Iran, more Indian company in Iran, and we hope that we will import more goods, more products of India to Iran, and we will be able to export different products of Iran, inshallah.
Yeah, Mr. Murthy, you wanted to ask the question on behalf of AGI Glass Company. Just now I was telling you, His Excellency, You can take the mic from there.
Is there any possibility that this material can be moved to inland container depot at Hyderabad so that the clearance can be made?
I think CG can answer also. You have the inland container depot. I think we can connect to that. So they need to clear in Navsheva and Mumbai, but we have arrangement to inland container also. Container can come directly to Hyderabad. So the clearance can be made.
No, I'm not sure. It's not an
You
Iranian issue, it's a
will
local
check it.
issue.
Check and come back.
It's an Indian issue, it's not Iranian. You can.
No, here the liners are not allowed to move the containers beyond the major ports. They are not allowed to move the containers into the India because due to the various reasons, let it be a sanctions or anything. So these containers are to be necessarily returned back to the port of origin, whether it is from the Dubai or from Iran, which they have come back.
That's also
Because most of the times these are all done through the switch BL at Dubai. They all comes through the Dubai.
There is a genuine problem. I think we can offline discuss that, Mr. Modi. Yeah.
I need more information and explanation for this.
Yes.
A little clarity we need.
Sir, good evening. Myself, Dr. Manoj Kumar Jha from Alchemia Pharma Chem Limited, Hyderabad. First of all, I wish you for the Happy Navrush, which is going to come shortly.
Yes.
Thank you. And our question is, we are in API as well as pharmaceutical business, and we want to export to Iran. So, what is the procedure and how we can associate with their alliances, so that our product we can directly export?
Sir, which company you are from?
Pharma Chem Limited, Hyderabad.
APIs and
APIs and formulation both.
Okay, because we have connection with both FTCCI and Pharmaceutical Export Promotion Council.
Yeah.
We can offline take the question from you.
Okay, sir.
And how the procedures are there. From Pharmaxil also I'll getting the information, and we get connected as a tri-party and let you know that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
We are coming from Sri Annapurna Road of We are the manufacturer of wheat flours. What is the market?
Wheat flour. Flour is a controversial issue. Since every country has its own criteria for imports, the grade which is different, you know. The wheat for animal, the wheat for food for human. So it differs to the grade of and kind of wheat which you are going
for human consumption.
For human consumption.
Rotis, for making rotis.
Even then,
wheat flour.
For rotis.
Yeah, making bread. For making bread.
Ah.
Wheat flour.
You know, how can I explain to you? It depends on the grade and the specific of your products which you are going to export. If it is,
dear sir, what I suggest you, what is that you wanted to export, what grade, etc. With the details, if you need a paper, and pass on to the commercial attaché under the guidance of His Excellency. They will answer you. We'll facilitate you to have a dialogue with the CZ and also the commercial attaché. Thank you.
Thank you for your help.
So I think we'll close.
Thank you all. Now I request President Mr. Anil Agarwal, Senior Vice President Mr. Meela Jaydev, Vice President Sri Suresh Kumar Singhal and Chair also, please present a memento to our guest, Chief Guest His Excellency Dr. Iraj Elahi. Sir, and also please present our activity report last year and centenary book also. And guest of honor, His Excellency Mr. Mahdi Shahrukhi. So please present. Thank you, sir. Thank you all. Now I invite Mr. Mila Jaydev, Senior Vice President of FTCCI, to propose a vote of thanks.
Hello. Happy good evening to you all. It is my pleasant duty propose a hearty vote of thanks to Your Excellency Dr. Iraj Ilaj, Ambassador of Islamic Republic of Iran, India, and Your Excellency Mahdi, Consul General, the Islamic Republic, Iran, Hyderabad, sparing a valuable time. And the first time he is coming to Hyderabad. Thank you very much, sir. And good addressing for our members. And we'll try whatever the exports so we can try, and we'll get the full information from your country, and we'll try to maximum exports your material. And there is a huge Jaffran imports are coming from Iran. That also we can export, and with same material we can import also. That also can be possible. FTCCI would be happy to associate the Consulate General Iran, Hyderabad, in furthering the trade between two countries, particularly with the state of Telangana. I am confident that the participants would have the benefited from this meeting, not immediately, but we can give the good service to all the members and the non-members also. You please write a letter, a mail to us, and we'll forward the Iran people, and we'll coordination with them, and we'll fulfill that. This interaction provided the opportunity to understand the business opportunities. I thank you, members and managing committee and past presidents, members of FTCCI representations, and government officials, consulate, audience participating in this meeting. I thank you very much. And I once of all, President sir and Vice President sir and Chairman Chakravarti Garu also, thank you very much for organizing this meeting, and it's very nice. And I have a big doubt, Iran chai is famous in India or Iran also? I have a big doubt. It is a Irani chai will available in the morning 2 o'clock onwards starting. It is a 24 hours, but early morning so many people will go 4 o'clock. First I want to chai, Irani chai with biscuit or something. In the same thing is happening in Iran also. There is a different tea, or this is a Indian special. Not exactly. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now I request all of you to join at the high tea. Thank you. Before we start, we go to high tea. So please, I invite our managing committee members and past president, Mr. Sanyasi Rao sir and V.S. Raju sir. We will have a group photo with chief guest and guest of honor.